Well, it's nostalgic, you know? I mean, to wear something that you haven't worn in 15 plus years. When I wore it, I was 22 years old, 23 years old. I was young, and I still am young, but since then I've had 3 babies. I wear jeans and this t-shirt almost every day. I wear these shoes all the time, but actually this jacket I've only worn one other time, and it was at my dad's inauguration, and it was almost 20 years ago, a little less so. And it was designed by Oscar de la Renta, who also designed my wedding dress. He was a beloved man in my life. I loved him, and he designed this when he was alive as well. And so I haven't worn it. It's been sitting in an archive somewhere, but I thought that honestly, any clothes that you're gonna keep for that many years has to have a special place. It's like a wedding dress and something you've worn to a special occasion. My life has changed in so many ways. I've carried 3 precious beings in this body. So even though it's a little depressing that it doesn't fit exactly the same, it's also beautiful because of what I've done since then, about the lives that I've created, about these precious people that fill me up any more than, a size 2, size 4 jacket ever could. I don't save anything. That's the problem. I save nothing. So my choices to wear something that I've worn that meant something had to have been archived by a presidential library. I haven't saved this. My mom saved it. It's been in an archive in a box in Dallas, Texas, and they sent it to me just for this. This is the type of thing that I'm so glad that I have a mom that keeps things, because, who knows what would have happened with this. And I definitely think my girls, and especially because I love the man that made it, I think he was such a gentleman and a lovely human being. I'm so happy that they will get to wear this one day, but it's gonna go back to the archive until then, because otherwise it could get thrown out, or we have some moss, you know what I mean? I don't want it to get eaten up. It's gonna be protected by my mom. I'm so thankful because my parents never put pressure on Barbara, nor I, on either one of us to be anything. Like, there's no guidebook to first daughterhood by any means. And so we just were ourselves. I mean, we didn't have a stylist. I still don't have a stylist. We just wore what we thought was pretty. We wore things that our friends designed, American designers that we loved. I was a teacher in DC and Baltimore. So I wore like really teacher clothes. There's this picture that I posted where Barbara and I showed Malia and Sasha around the White House right before they were about to move in. And I'm wearing like this mustard yellow cardigan. And I wore that. I had like 4 cardigans that sat on the back of my chair in my classroom that I would like switch out with whatever I was wearing, because it was always cold in our classroom. But I think honestly, because there was no expectation to look perfect or look any sort of way when it came to my family, we just had fun and we were allowed to be ourselves. And so I think we thought less about the clothes we wore and more about the amazing experience of living history.